Solving quadratics, part 2. Using square roots. We're going to write the equation in the form u squared equal to d, where u is an algebraic expression, and solve by taking the square root of each side. All right, let's go ahead and start. I am going to add 31 to both sides. And then I'm going to get 4x squared is equal to 80. I'm going to divide both sides by 4. I'm going to get 20. And then I'm going to take the square root on both sides. Don't forget to put plus or minus when you're there. And so x is equal to plus or minus, and I know root 20 is 4 times 5. So when I simplify, I can say 2 root 5. So the two answers are 2 root 5 and negative 2 root 5. If we use the method that we had before, what this is it's a parabola that's crossing the x-axis in two spots. And here are the x-intercepts, this and this. Let's go on to the next problem. I'm going to subtract 9 on both sides. And I'm going to get 3x squared equals negative 9. And then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3, or positive 3. I'm going to get a negative 3 here. And at this point, I'm going to write no solution. Why am I saying that? Because there is no number when you square it that'll give you a negative 3. All right, so this is probably a parabola that looks something like this. It just didn't cross the x-axis. And that's why we don't have any x that's going to work. Let's take a look at this problem. I want to isolate that square expression. And I'm going to do that by multiplying by the reciprocal. And I'm going to get that square expression equal to 25 over 2. Now I'm going to take the square root of both sides. Don't forget that plus or minus. And I'm going to get x plus 3. I've gotten rid of that square. And that's going to be plus or minus 5 over root 2. I'm going to rationalize. And I'm going to get x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus 5 root 2 over 2. And now I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides. And I'm going to get x is equal to negative 3 plus or minus 5 root 2 over 2, which tells me that I have two answers, negative 3 plus 5 root 2 over 2, and the other answer is negative 3 minus 5 root 2 over 2. And again, this must have been a parabola, and maybe it was a parabola that was shifted over, and we got some answers right here. Okay, now your turn. Stop the screencast and see what you can do. And here are the answers. This is the end of the screencast.